Indie Intel,
That's right.
a little
So
segment where we talk about indie games.
that's correct. And we try to focus on games that are made by small teams or, one individual.
Right.
And that's exactly what this game that we're going to be talking about today is.
Right. So I'll let you get into it because you presented it to me, but I'll at least read the flavor text and then I'll let you go away and tell me what it is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the game we're talking about this week is called Pull Stay. Pull Stay is a wacky beat 'em up with a twist of tower defense mechanics, or in other words, quote, Final Fight meets Home Alone and a Japanese comedy show, end quote. Your buddy, Susumu, Hikomori, who never leaves his room, needs your help. Use your fists to set up crazy traps to repel enemies from rushing into your home. The solo developer of this game has also been a Hikomori for 10 years and uses that experience to bring a unique and fresh gaming experience. Brett,
Yes. So
can you
I
tell
found
me?
this game.
Can you tell me what a hikikomori is?
Yeah. So a hikikomori is a shut-in in Japanese culture. So essentially someone that never leaves their room. They like to stay in their room as much as possible.
Right.
Some of the statistics we have here are that there are more than 1 million hikikomoris living in Japan. And the reason behind why someone becomes a hikikomori varies from person to person. It could be that someone stopped attending school, and they never left their room since, or they're sick of their workplace and they were never able to return to social life. They basically just find it very hard to maintain a relationship with the outside world, and they feel more safe in their own room.
I.e. Futaba from Persona 5.
That's right. You see this a lot in anime and like video games and stuff like that. There's like the shut-in character, and that's exactly what this is. So, as you mentioned, the creator of this game is a hikikomori himself. How I found out about Pool Stay is a mini documentary that I watched on YouTube.
This is Nito, a Japanese man living in Kobe. For the last 10 years, he has spent nearly 24/7 in his apartment.
And it chronicled the developer, and it basically talked about, what his life is like as a hikikomori. Some background information about him. He actually was a doujin artist, which means he was like an unofficial, unlicensed, I guess, mangaka. So he wrote and drew the manga. And he was published, I believe he actually did pornography because there was money there. Yeah. And he said something like, they're always looking for people that can draw cute girls. So they showed in the documentary some of his artwork that he's done. And he's very humble. He thinks he's very bad, but he's actually pretty good at drawing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's kind of how his whole journey started, as he was a mangaka, drawing and writing anime. Or manga, sorry. But then Unreal Engine became free to use. And when that happened, he was, interested in trying it out. And he started making his own game from scratch, and that became Pool Stay. And the cool thing about Pool Stay is it's about a hikikomori. So he's basically creating a game about a character that's just like him.
Right.
They even showed in his room where he sits at his desk, the rug, the like where his chair is pulled, like it's raw from him moving back and forth in his chair so much. The carpet is gone, it's worn away because he legitimately sits every day at his desk and gets up and sits down and gets up and sits down. I don't want to say this is like life or death for him, but he also mentioned in the documentary that there's a convenience store outside, and he opens his window and he shows right outside of his apartment is a convenience store. And he said, he has like nightmares and like anxiety about having to go to that convenience store if his game doesn't sell well, because he's going to have to apply for a job there and work there. He's not doing too well. So I thought it'd be cool to, shout him out, shout his game out. It looks absolutely nuts.
Dude, it really does look nuts. It looks fucking crazy. It's right up our alley.
Exactly. And I don't want to say this game looks fucking like the next Last of Us or something like that. Like, it's not some cinematic masterpiece.
No.
But it looks like it has some charm and it just looks weird, man.
Yeah, the animations and the style and the way it's presented and the sounds are very Japanese TV show, like it said.
Yes.
Just really over the top, very funny. Even the trailer is really funny. So it's cool. As of right now, when we're filming this, so this will actually go out way before their deadline, which is nice, because we've been kind of getting late with the last couple ones that we've done. This will go out before his deadline. And they currently have 753 backers, 18 days to go at the time of recording this. So probably be 13 by the time this comes out. And they have over $19,000 of just a $10,000 goal. So,
which is good because that means the game's going to be made.
Right. So it's funded. It's fully funded. It's almost double it's asking.
Yep.
Yeah.
The demo's available too if anyone wants to try it out.
It is. I actually downloaded it on Steam before we started, and I added it to my wish list. So
nice, which we recommend you guys do as well.
Always. Yep. Supports.
So yeah. So what do you think? I mean, have you never hear about hikikomoris before or anything, or what?
I've heard that term before, but to be honest with you, it's like in one ear out the other. But while I not super familiar with the term, I understand like the social aspect of that and the fact that shut-ins exist because of a lot of the Japanese content that I've consumed, either games or anime, reading, manga, like whatever it might be. That is a almost like a really common archetype of a character or stereotype of a character that they present in Japanese media. Which I'm sure is, I don't know, the West has people like that too, but it's so prevalent in their culture that they had to make a term for it. So
exactly,
yeah,
and it's a sad story kind of because you feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, he's making something that he cares about, and clearly it's like a self-insert. He's putting himself in the game.
For sure, which is probably helping him explore a lot of that anxiety or why he is a hikikomori. So
exactly, and talking about the convenience store I mentioned earlier, he actually modeled what he thinks the inside of the convenience store looks like in the game, and you can go there. Yeah. So it's also like almost he's using the game to explore the world. He's getting out of his house through the game, which is something that even we do. We play video games to get away from our normal life, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
So it's cool that he's creating a game that lets him do that as well.
Yeah, I agree. So check out this project. We'll put all the links in the description to the Steam store page. Download the demo, add it to your wish list. Check out the documentary, which I'll link below, which I need to watch myself. I did watch a couple minutes of it, but I want to watch it myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And check it out. Go support the game. It's got a couple of days left. Yeah, Pull Stay. Japanese comedy, beat 'em up tower defense game.
Very cool. Hey, did you know this video is actually part of a larger podcast? Check out our latest episode of Hapticast by clicking here.